Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness is starring Benedict Cumberbatch. In this, after the events of Spider-Man No Way Home, the multiverse has been in chaos of Doctor Strange's doing, so he has to undo that, what he has done to save the multiverse. This is going to be the hardest review I've ever done because I don't know what to say without spoiling things. This is non-spoiler. I don't know if I'll do a spoiler review or what. I haven't really done any of those recently. Don't really like doing them that much, to be honest. They take up a lot of time. I really don't know how to word this because this is definitely a multiverse madness film. There's great fight scenes. Like there's really cool fight scenes. There's one with a weird alien octopus thing, I guess you would call it. And it's a pretty cool fight. But that's really all I can say. That the fighting's pretty good, the acting's pretty good. If you guys don't know from the trailers that there will be cameos, I'm not going to say who there are, but there is definitely cameos in the movie, and it's not a spoiler because it's in the trailers. And that's the thing. The marketing for this movie is awful because those TV spots really give a lot of stuff away. I'm not going to talk about the TV spots because I was really like, really, you put that in the TV spots, you put those in the trailers. But I'll talk about whatever's mentioned in the two main trailers, because those ones that you would definitely been exposed to if you gone to like the movie theaters, because that's the stuff that you would see. So yeah, like I feel like I really don't know what to say because I feel like they did give a lot of stuff away in the trailers. And going in, I was like, okay, that means if they're giving stuff like this away in the trailers, that means that there's going to be a bigger reveal and bigger stuff going on. The trailers kind of give everything away. Like certain stuff in those trailers are like big key moments in the movie, you seem like they're going to be big key moments in the movie. It's just. But then they turn out to be really nothing. Most of those, this movie moves at a very fast pace. People say that this movie feels long. It's not that long a movie. It's like 2 hours and 6 minutes. It's actually one of the shorter Marvel movies. Marvel movies are almost like longer than that, and so you don't really feel the runtime, but you do feel that like something is missing. And like there was a first draft cut, and it was like about 2 hours 40 minutes. So they cut about 34 minutes out of this movie, which I feel like maybe this movie needed. I don't know, because I just felt like it was moving too fast. How the beginning of the movie started, it's ended the same way. Nothing really big goes on in this movie, to be completely honest. Besides of the knowledge of, oh yeah, the multiverse is real. But you already got that from Spider-Man No Way Home. I guess spoilers for Spider-Man No Way. I don't know. Guys, if you guys really wanted to see Spider-Man No Way Home, you would have seen it by now. So, sort of spoilers. Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda is pretty good. She is like the best part of the movie. This is mostly kind of like somewhat of her own type of movie, more than Doctor Strange a little bit. There's both of their movies, but she's there. Basically, it's like Doctor Strange asks for her help, and so she's like there, and like we get the reason why she's in there and all that. And it's pretty good. She does a great job and all that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I really don't know what else to say without going into spoilers. There's a character in this movie called America Chavez. I have no idea to say her name, and I have no idea if she's a real character in the comics because I have no idea. But I gotta say, I wasn't really looking forward to her character. I thought she was gonna be like a huge front center in this movie and take up more screen time than any of the other characters. No, she's a side character, and she does her job. She actually has a pretty good conclusion at the end. How she gets involved and the reasoning why, and because she has this power to be able to transport between multiverses. So she can't really control that power. So it comes into play. And it's pretty cool. And she's honestly a really good character. I like her. That's really all I can say. Sam Raimi does a great job directing this movie. like if you guys don't know who Sam Raimi does a great job at directing this movie, but it feels like two different movies clashing together. Like, because Sam Raimi, it has this like horror effect to him, and he tries to implement it into this movie, but it kind of just like appears once in a while. It's like, oh, okay, this is the Sam Raimi part. All right, okay, it's over. Cool. And next we're back to like the typical Marvel stuff. This is definitely not a movie for kids because people die. People seriously die, and it's kind of brutal. Like, you don't see like, blood or anything, but you can tell like, oh, that person is dead. Like, you are like, and like it's pretty terrifying when it's Sam Raimi, like, be able to do whatever he wants. And people are like, well, it's not Sam Raimi's movie, it's Kevin Feige's because it's like his universe. I get that, I understand when it comes to its storytelling. Like, I understand that. But when you get a director like Sam Raimi and actually you have this movie setting up to be like almost like a horror movie, let him go out. Like, maybe not fully go crazy, but have more of it instead of like this weird two movies trying to collide and they just don't go together. And it's trying to please both audiences. It's trying to please the Sam Raimi audience and it's trying to please the Marvel audience. You have to choose one or the other. You can't do both because it doesn't go with the formula that you're doing, that constant Marvel formula that you do. And so I wish they went more with the Sam Raimi stuff and just gone out with more blood and horror. Like, there's cool horror stuff in it for sure, but it just kind of felt like, oh, cool. I don't really have that many problems with it, but when it comes to overall, what does this movie do? What's the purpose of this movie? There isn't really any purpose. Like, there isn't. Like, everything gets resolved. Like, whatever is set up from Spider-Man No Way Home has no purpose into this one, which is fair enough, fine. That's completely fine. But I feel like this movie just feels like, oh, we need to make a Doctor Strange 2 movie, and we gotta establish that the multiverse exists, and people want mutants, so we'll do this, I guess. I don't know, like, because I just felt like there was no really story. That's just me, because I just felt like this was just events happening, and Doctor Strange was just kind of like, oh, well, I'm kind of tied into this by accident, so I guess I gotta help out this little girl, and that's pretty much it. That's literally pretty much it. I'm gonna give Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness a C+. I honestly really don't. I enjoy. I just don't know. I didn't feel satisfied coming out watching this. I just kind of felt like, oh, that kind of felt like a big waste of time, to be honest. Like, the post-credit scenes. Don't get me excited for Doctor Strange 3, that's for sure. So, anyway, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm stumbling on my words in this review. I have no idea what to say. This was the most confusing review ever for me because there's so many stuff that I want to talk about, but I just can't. So, but anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.